put together the team, the infrastructure is in place for your donations now to help the people be able to have their own money.
Oprah is going through a crisis. Oprah released this muling video with The Rock talking about how much they care about Maui and how they demand that you pay money to the people of Maui while they, the billionaires, sit there and gobble up your money in order to protect their favorite little vacation spot.
In this time of need, you want to take care of the greatest need of the people, and that's giving them money.
Asking for money. Pure evil, in my opinion. Please do not send money to these up people.
That will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation.
Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson promised to help the people of Maui by creating a fund where the affected could get money directly into their pockets.
All the people who were calling me and texting me and messaging me and saying, what do I do? What do I do? This is what you do. The People's Fund of Maui.
Well, it is now being alleged that the people won't be receiving money directly to them, but rather through the fund, which is also being managed by another organization.
Well, let's just see. Here's the People's Fund of Maui. If you scroll down and look, the People's Fund of Maui is a fund of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, or the EIF.
It has now come to the people's attention that that fund will also have to cater for its representative's salary, and thus the people might end up getting little to no money.
The president of the nonprofit that manages this fund is making over $400,000 a year. You got the CEO making over $300,000. You have the CFO making over $290,000.
The two have also come under fire for asking for money from regular people living paycheck to paycheck instead of asking their celeb friends.
So if you send a donation, just click now.
Did I just witness what I think I witnessed? Please don't tell me I just saw a billionaire standing next to a multi-millionaire begging the average everyday citizen for donations that can barely get by due to a real-life recession, living paycheck to paycheck. If you two don't go take your Hollywood elite behinds to your other Hollywood elite friends and politician buddies that got millions like you do and billions and get all that money together and help out Maui, you are out your damn mind.
So what is going on with the Winfrey and The Rock Maui Fund? Is it a scam? Let us get into it. So Winfrey and The Rock have landed amid a heated debate after urging their extensive fan base to donate to the Maui Hawaii Relief Fund. Their intent was to provide support for those affected by the catastrophic Lahaina wildfires.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation.
However, given the combined net worth of the two entertainment icons surpassing $2.8 billion, their call for public assistance has been met with skepticism. The public started questioning how Winfrey was expecting people who are in a tight economy living paycheck to donate to their fund when she and The Rock could also ask the same of their rich celebrity and political friends. Winfrey and Johnson donated $10 million to initiate the People's Fund of Maui. Still, the subsequent appeal for further funds from the public via social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok did not sit well with many fans, especially those facing financial difficulties. The concerns echoed among many were largely around why two of the world's wealthiest people were reaching out to the public for financial assistance. The magnitude of their initial donation, when compared to their colossal wealth, became a focal point of debate.
I mean, you used to be giving away stuff on your show. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Why can't you reach into your $2 billion net worth and say, you get relief, you get relief?
Johnson has not publicly addressed the criticism, while Winfrey shared that the relief fund had seen contributions from 10,000 people, although the total donated sum remains undisclosed. Fans also realized that after they started questioning the funds, the comment section on the funds page was turned off as if someone was trying to stop information and questions about the fund. Adding to the stir around Winfrey are her expansive real estate holdings in Hawaii, where she recently acquired another 870 acres, bringing her property ownership to nearly 1,000 acres in the region. This has sparked rumors and conspiracy theories suggesting that Winfrey and other affluent residents might have had a role in starting the wildfires to expand their real estate portfolios. The public has claimed if ripping people off their land was not what Winfrey was doing, why wasn't she giving back part of her land to the affected families?
Why do you need all this land to yourself that was untouched by the wildfires? Wouldn't, instead of asking people for money, the better use is to try and help people rebuild their homes?
Winfrey said the inspiration behind the People's Fund of Maui was a series of text exchanges between her and Johnson, where they expressed concern about the devastating situation in Maui. She said she got the idea from another superstar, Dolly Parton, who's funded COVID vaccines and libraries, and sent money to wildfire survivors in the Great Smoky Mountains. Taking cues from Dolly Parton's acts of charity, they aim to provide direct financial assistance to affected residents, claiming eligible adults are intended to receive a monthly payment from the fund to aid their recovery.
It's giving each family $1,200, not just each family, but each individual.
Fans have asked why the two who consider themselves part of the Maui community had to find inspiration from someone else helping her community for them to realize they had a community to help. Others have questioned if the funds are to be given directly to the affected and why it had been placed under another organization that would eventually have to use some of its money to pay off its workers. The recent backlash highlights the ongoing debate regarding the role of the extremely wealthy in philanthropic endeavors and the implications of seeking public contributions. The United States Department of Commerce estimated the damage caused by the fires to be upwards of $5.5 billion, meaning the people of Maui need a lot of money to rebuild their land. Fortunately, most of the affected area has been contained, with a Maui County update published on Sunday revealing that the Lahaina fire is now 100% contained, with 2,170 acres burned. The update also revealed that the Olinda fire was 90% contained, spanning an estimated 1,081 acres, and that the Kula fire is 95% contained, covering an estimated 202 acres. While more people are researching the authenticity of the Maui Fund, some claim that the $5 million that The Rock and Winfrey gave was only the startup fund, which means taxpayers are being asked to help by donating to their fund. The money that Dwayne and Oprah donated actually went to their company, and it is being alleged that not $1 has gone to the victims. In theory, what they did would be no different than during a standard company startup where one puts funds up to create a system to receive funds. Why do the victims of Maui have to wait on taxpayer dollars when $10 million are in their ledger's balance? The public feels like the $10 million given by the two celebrities should have already been given to the victims instead of being used to get more money from the public. Winfrey herself had explained how she and Dwayne used their $5 million to start up the People's Fund of Maui instead of donating the $10 million she had stated. The infrastructure is in place for your donations to help people be able to have their own money, have their own agency. It is worth noting their initial video led viewers to believe that the victims of Maui would be receiving that $10 million directly into their hands. Looking at the Maui Fund, fans found out that the organization over it is called Entertainment Industry, and from their last year's audit, they found out the different costs that are taken from donations, including salaries, advertisement, rents, and bonuses, absorb most of the donations. So the question the fans are asking is, if funds from the Maui Fund are also going to be used to help cover costs for the organization, what would the people of Maui get? The fans also found out that the organization's CEO's salary is around $700,000 to $1 million, according to Salary.com. And this is why many people have shared their frustration online that a billionaire and multimillionaire are asking for donations. And most of the donations will go to overhead costs.
CEO makes $359,728. Their top 13 employees make well over $3 million. I think not, Oprah.
The public has been advising each other that people donate directly to individuals in need via GoFundMe, PayPal, etc., rather than through organizations to ensure the money goes directly to people impacted. So in summary, the top executives and employees at the nonprofit managing Winfrey and The Rock's fund are earning very high salaries, which the public has seen as problematic when the fund is only providing $1,200 to residents in need.
The president of the nonprofit that manages this fund is making over $400,000 a year. You got the CEO making over $300,000. You have the CFO making over $290,000 $400,000.
Obviously, both Winfrey and The Rock are part of the Maui community, since Winfrey has a house and land on Maui, and Johnson spent part of his childhood in Hawaii. Starting the fund was actually a good idea, but the public feel like the people might not end up getting their funds, and that it would have been better if the two had started a GoFundMe instead. The Maui wildfires, known collectively as the Hawaii firestorm, started in early August, primarily on the island of Maui, and the fires were attributed to a combination of factors including dry conditions started by a high-pressure area to the north and Hurricane Dora to the south. The fires ravaged the historical area known as Lahaina, with 115 confirmed casualties, with 66 people still missing. The Federal Emergency Management Agency estimated that 2,200 buildings were destroyed in Lahaina, many of which were residential buildings, and many others quite historic in nature. Both celebrities have yet to mention whether they also asked their celebrity friends to help out and how the fund is going so far. A fan on Twitter said, "What's really sad is that a lot of people will donate their hard-earned money simply because of who she is. They will blindly trust her and never bother to question. Why isn't she hitting up all her millionaire buddies? Because they probably know better." Another said, "Calling it the People's Fund immediately made me think of George Costanza's Human Fund on Seinfeld. Not the same, yet similar in that there's deception involved. So what do you think is going on with The Rock and Winfrey's Maui Fund? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculation and opinions, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.